Hello my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and the time you are seeing this video. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. There is this saying that says, when you are with a person that does not need you, no matter how hard you try to force that person to, cherish you, it is never going to happen. And this is exactly what is happening between Ronke and the king. Not just Ronke, but why I said Ronke is because it happened directly to Ronke this time. So what we are hearing right now is that Ronke tried to kind of create a connection with the king while they were in church by trying to correct him. You know, from what we are hearing, they said they went to church. There's this program they went to church for. And while they were in church, the king got an alert on his phone. And on trying to check what the alert is all about, they said Ronke tapped him, telling him, look, you are in the church. Oh. So they said the king ignored her, and pretended as if she doesn't exist. So, of course, we do expect the king to behave himself in the public. So, but people around testify that there is this gap. You can tell from every indication that there is no form of connection. That all of them, they were kind of lonely, feeling lonely in the midst of other people there. As in, when you look at the king's face, you find out that he is not happy at all. Even Ronke too is not happy because there is no connection between him and the king right there. So after this, they said on their way home, on their way going back to the palace, Ronke started making issue over what happened in the church, saying that why would the king ignore her like that, while she was trying to at least create a connection between them, that it was becoming too obvious that the king is trying to give out content to bloggers and all of that, that the king should know that he's a public figure, that any little thing that he does out there, that the bloggers will carry it and add their own. That how can he come outside to make people believe that they are not happy, creating an impression that they are not happy in the marriage and in the palace and all of that. That even if they know that they are not compatible any longer, that at least the king should have pretended outside and all of that, So the king, they said the king managed to listen to what she was saying until they got home. Then when they get home, they said the king was so mad at her that he started blasting her, telling her that this is the reason I don't want you to follow me at first, but you forced yourself, trying to make it look like if you did not go there, that your life depend on it. That you don't have any right to tell me what to do with my phone or not, or how or to be happy in the public or not. That so if there's any pressing issue and they decided to call me because I'm in the church, I will not pick. And that's why you think that's the way you correct and make me do things according to your wish, that he is tired of such life, that it is high time he mind his business, she mind her business and respect boundaries, that whether he is happy or not, that it is not her business, that if she really wants him to be happy, she know what to do, but she doesn't want to do it. That let this be the first and last that she is going to correct him or behave like. As a matter of fact, that it is high time he stop attending occasions with them and all of that. Hey, they say no be small thing, no be small thing. If you notice very well, sef, they say the king no longer he doesn't want to be going on occasion with any of them, but sometimes they are the ones forcing themselves. Someone like Ronke and Mariam, they are the ones forcing themselves on the king. They said Dr. Elizabeth have got another program that she went on. She doesn't even care if she go with the king or not, unless the king pleaded with her to go with him. So as for Toby is not in the right frame of mind this time around. We don't know actually what her own problem is. Some said she's pregnant, others said that she's not feeling fine. We don't know which one it is, but as it is now, Tobi no even get time to dey follow the king around. Or is it that the king have decided that she's not going to be following him any longer? We don't know. But one thing I noticed before is that Tobi likes to follow the king on occasions like this. But that brings me to what I said earlier. One thing about this life is that when you notice that you are not needed in a certain place or in a certain marriage, why will you be forcing yourself in it? One thing is certain in this case. So you see this king, Ooni of Ife, he's a great king. And not just that he's a great king, many women are involved. Let me tell you, it's not even only this Olories in the palace. There are concubines here and there, both young and old and all of that. And with all this, there is someone that he loves so deeply. Because they said the kind of love that exists between the king and Queen Naomi is so deep that no one can explain it. And this is why no matter how Ronke, Mariam and the rest of them force themselves on him, it will just backfire because he's not going to fall for them. He married them for one reason or the other, not for love, if you ask me. Yes, it is not for love, because if it is for love, they cannot be there begging for his own love while he will be out there begging for Queen Naomi's love. And this is why these people should try to understand boundaries and respect themselves if they really want to remain in that palace as the king's wife. Because I know with them, they have made up their mind that this is their retirement place. It's better that they find other source of happiness. Because if they believe that the king is going to be the one to give them the whole happiness they deserve in the palace, I don't think it's going to happen. So it's better they find other source of happiness, because all their kayamata, I be like say, don't fade. After this seclusion, a lot of things have changed in the king's life. Well, because what we are hearing right now is not business as usual. After this year's seclusion, a lot of things change. And they be like say all the kayamatas, the king don't get antidote for all of them. So this time around, they work again. They work, and it is getting at them. Someone like this Ashley, I own too much now. Someone like Mariam, all of them, then they run helter skelter, pillar to pole. They find solution. But one thing I know is that solution is never going to come until they leave the palace for Queen Naomi to return back. And I like this strategy that the king came up with this time, because this is the best strategy to treat women. Oh. When you ignore them, when you make them feel less important, you find out that which you seek from them, they will grant it to you with immediate effect. And I believe and pray that it happens here this time around. So my people, now so we hear them. Don't forget that they are all alleged information. Always bear that in mind. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you're yet to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. Bye for now. Love you guys.